Hello and welcome to round 10 of the TT Motorsport Tier 1 mini-series with me, Pi. Here we are at the end of the fantastic championship, the final, here at Albert Park, Australia. The championship already won by Pickles, but the rest of the table still to play for. Brindy Boy winning at Germany last week, proving Pickles is in fact human. So let's have a look at some of the footage from last week as we go to the champion himself with a countdown of the top 5 moments from the Hockenheim ring.
Welcome back, guys, for another top 5 moments video. This time we're heading to Germany for the penultimate round of the Tier 1 mini-series league. With that being said, let's get right into it with number 5, which is Samsung versus Riceman. I'm on board with Riceman here. We see him coming out of turn 2 through turn 3 and onto the back of Samsung as they head down towards the hairpin. He's tucked into the slipstream as he goes to the left hand side, trying to go around the outside. Samsung breaks deep, goes deep into the corner, and Riceman cuts back on him and gets better traction. Nice little switch back there, giving Riceman the position. Now on to number 4, we have myself versus Samsung. Same place, different move here on the back straight in the slipstream with DRS open, looking for a move, and Danny Rick-esque, we dive down the inside, late little dive bomb move, no contact, squeeze him out a little bit wide, but no contact there, and up into P6 we go. Now on to number 3, we have Markland versus Brindy Boy versus Lundy. Coming through turn 1, on board with Brindy Boy as Markland comes out of the pits. Brindy Boy looking for a dive down the inside, not quite happening there, but onto the back straight now they come. All behind Lundy, who's in first position now. All these drivers wanting to maintain that first position. Markland goes to the outside, down towards the hairpin. Brindy Boy in the slipstream with his teammate round the outside. Can he go around the outside, Markland as well? Not quite, but he managed to get past his teammate and will follow Markland through. Now onto number 2. Again we have Brindy Boy and Markland, but this time we have Samsung in the mix as well. A nice another little 3-way battle with Markland looking to go around the outside of Samsung down towards the hairpin, and Brindy Boy looking to go around the outside, gets squeezed nearly off the track there, but he keeps it in, goes around the outside, and Samsung gets overtaken around the outside and inside. Very nice move, cleanly done, and off we go into the top place for this week's top 5 moments. We have Brindy Boy versus Markland, again being battling all race long. Nice little switch back there by Brindy Boy as they power off out of the hairpin. Markland slightly off the track there, but manages to keep it on, goes down the inside. Brindy Boy keeps it around the outside, which will now turn to the inside. Excellent wheel-to-wheel battle by these two, charging now towards the fast right-hander who will get ahead, and Markland just sweeps ahead. Can Brindy Boy do anything? He looks round the outside but doesn't quite have a move going for him there, but excellent battling there. Hope you guys all enjoyed that action. Be sure to subscribe to see more incredible battling like this, and go follow the TT Motorsport Twitch channel. The link will be down below, and you can watch all these races live. If you want to get involved and become part of our community, then check out our Discord link as well. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, hope you're all staying safe, and we'll see you next time.
So there you have it, top 5 moments from Germany. Thanks to Pickles for the footage there. Great little montage. So who will come out on top at this final? All to play for, apart from the first position of course, already taken. But a close one for second and third. Let's take a little look round the track.
The crowd are here and they're here in numbers for the first race of the season. Welcome to the Australian Grand Prix. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Hi, I'm Daniel Ricciardo and I'm about to take you around a lap of Albert Park. Alrighty, so the rundown in turn one is actually pretty bumpy. You can see as well with this camera. So picking the brake point, and it's actually a really fast corner. So getting it accurate isn't easy, but it's fun. It's a fast right left. Then you've got another little DRS straight here, but it's always turning. So picking your braking point isn't easy. Again, bumpy, but because you're always turning, it's hard to brake with a straight car. Flick it into this left here, use that exit curb, which again is bumpy, unsettles the car. The right should be flat out, especially with new tyres. Then here again, you want to try and just brake as straight as possible. Use a lot of the exit curb, and then always just, I like kissing the edge of the grass there on the exit. It's good for the cameras. Here, all important exit. So brake, don't really take the entry curb, it's quite harsh on the car, and exit as close to the wall as possible. But yeah, it is quite a long straight, so really important to get the traction down there. This is my favourite part of the track, fast left, right, sixth gear for that first, and then seventh for the right. And that's, yeah, seriously quick. You feel the G's of the car. This is actually deceiving, but quite a quick corner. I think it's fourth gear, and then you come in just a little lift into the right-hander, and now into the penultimate corner, probably the most tricky corner on the circuit, because it's a compromise between going in hard but then getting an exit to help open up the last corner. And the last corner could be close to full throttle with a good set of tyres and good grip. That was quick. That's a lap of Albert Park.
So there you have it. As we are just moments away from the race now, so we will cut to the live footage. So here we are, Australia, the final. Who's going to be first out the pits? As we hear the engines start firing up. Red Bull first out here. That's Lundy. Williams just makes it out in front. That would be Hopi. Looks like Tez just behind there as well. A few dark clouds there. Not sure what the weather's forecast, but if it does rain, it'll make it interesting. Strategy's making a big play, but we'll see. Choosing to go out on the softs early, so maybe they want to get them quick times in before it does start to rain. Usually we do see them coming out on the mediums first, get the rubber down, get the grip going, bit more traction on the track, but most of them choosing the softs. So what can Hoppy do here? As he starts his flying lap into the first corner. He takes an invalidated lap time as he just cuts it a bit too much there on that corner. Slows down. I want to save his tyres. Maybe go at it the next one, the next lap. Maybe come into the pits. We'll see what he can do here. Just waiting for traffic to go by so he doesn't hold them up on the flying laps. Great driving from Hoppy there. As Tez has also got an invalidated lap time. So Lundy may be the first to put a time in here. Lundy racked up quite a few podiums in this championship here, as he just picks up an invalidated lap time there, cuts the corner. Well, the lad's now onto a flying lap. JJ with a 1 minute 22.4, just setting the benchmark there. Crazy Jack with a 1 minute 26.2. Dave Hunt with a 1:23.8 puts him up to second position there. As Lundy sets purple sector 2 there. Can he do the same again in sector 3? Jump up to that pole position. Just loses a little bit of time there. Nice and tidy though through the last couple of corners. And down the straight, as he hits a 1 minute 22.663, so that puts him in second position, just behind JJ there. Not much to separate the two times, but a lot more drivers to put times in yet. As Hoof Penguin puts in a 1 minute 22.8, that puts him in third place, just knocks Dave Hunt back to fourth there. Carl Duncan's put a 1 minute 24.3 in also, that's him in fifth position. Of course, Carl Duncan is on the mediums. Maybe he's going to start on the mediums in the race, looking to set his time on them. Who knows? Maybe he'll come back out on the softs. Hope he puts in a 1 minute 22.2, just knocking JJ off that top spot. See what sort of time Mike Almer can put in here. As he's yet to put a time in. Looking tidy. As Calmer sets the pace with a 1 minute 21.6. A quick time from Calmer there. Can we see anybody match it or beat it? So far it stands Calmer in first, Hoppy in second and JJ in third. So some lads now in the pits. Only Dave Hunt out. Tez is out. JJ is out and Calmer's out. Tez looking to improve on his previous time of 1 minute 22.6. As he just comes back in the pits. On board with Dave Hunt, let's see what he can do. See if he can better his time of 1 minute 23.8, currently in 7th place. Oh, as he just cuts the corners, picks up an invalidated lap time there. Now taking it easy again. JJ looks like he's just set a purple sector. Looking quick. Oh, nearly loses it on the last corner there. That jumps him up with a 1 minute 21.8. That puts him in second position. That's both racing points in first and second there. That's Icalm with a 1 minute 21.6 and JJ with a 1 minute 21.8. Not much at all separating them. Is JJ looking to improve on his time, or is he just coming back to the pits? We'll soon find out. As he takes the pit lane there. So Hoppy now on a flying lap. Looking to improve his time yet again. Currently in third position. Can he hit the 1 minute 21 mark? There you have it. I hope he manages to improve his time, but only slightly. Doesn't manage to hit the 1 minute 21 marker yet, but I'm sure he'll give it another go here. Carl Duncan now on the softs. Can he improve his time? Has he set the previous time on a set of mediums? Oh, so I hope he has hit the 1 minute 21 mark with a 1 minute 21.893. Very close there with the top three. Will we see anybody else with the 1 minute 21s? Either way, it looks like we've got a close fight on our hands with this race. All looking similar paced. Carl Duncan doesn't manage to move up there. Crazy Jack just not managing to better his time there. Just hitting a 1 minute 26. Previous time of a 1 minute 25.5. Looking to go for it again though. JJ with another 1 minute 21 there. Not quite managing to beat Calmer's time. Calmer is of course now out the pits as well. Looking to better his time. Obviously feels like he needs to push it just that little bit more just to secure it, as it is tight here at the top. Tez with a 1 minute 22.257. The time's getting quicker now. Coming to the end of qualifying. Just over a minute left. Hoof Penguin with a 1 minute 22.529 there. As JJ Bomb takes that top spot with a 1 minute 21.3. On board with Calmer, can he beat it? Oh, he's just on his out lap. Starting his flying lap now. Picks up an invalidated lap time on the first couple of corners. So can JJ Bomb be better this time yet again? Calmer looking to make it round and get another lap in. Hoof Penguins now in the pits, so just Calmer to finish here. And there we are, Calmer's finished in second. So that's JJ Bomb in first with a 1 minute 21.3, Calmer in second with a 1 minute 21.6, and Hoppy in third with a 1 minute 21.8. Tez in fourth, Carl Duncan in fifth. Got a feeling this is going to be a very close race. There you have it. Tez in fourth, Carl fifth, Hoof Penguin sixth, Lundy seventh, Dave Hunt eighth, and Crazy Jack in ninth. It's brilliant, that's qualifying over now. As we are just moments away from the race itself. Just a short break, we'll be back in a moment. See you in a sec. Here we are for the second try of the final here at Albert Park in Australia. Let's hope this is the final. We're just getting a few technical errors there. But we are back now and we are ready. And JJ Bomb does still sit in pole position with Calmer in second, Hoppy in third, Tez fourth, Carl Duncan in fifth, Hoof Penguin sixth, Lundy in seventh, Dave Hunt in 8th, Crazy Jack in 9th, and Josh in 10th. Two racing points sitting at the top there, looking to make a dent on that Constructors' Championship. As the drivers just complete the formation lap, warming the tyres, the brakes, getting the cars ready for that first corner. The first corner always usually the problem maker, the trouble causer. But only 10 drivers here, so hopefully shouldn't see too many accidents today. Hopefully none. But the safety cars do play a big part in the race, and bunching the drivers back up does make a big difference in the race. Leaders can form a gap and then it's just pretty much taken away from them with a safety car. All again to fight for. As the drivers just come back round to the grid. Ready for the start of this final race. Round 10. And now we just wait for the lights. One, two, 3, 4, 5 lights. And they're away. Looks like the two racing points are still in front there as they come into the first corner. Williams makes a move on the racing point. Looks like the Mercedes just goes a little bit out wide there. All cars still on the track. Josh making up 2 places there. Great start to the race. So that's Josh up 2 places, Dave Hunt down 2 places. And we are away here at Albert Park. As Hoof looks to make a move on the Mercedes but doesn't quite get it. And again looking to make a move around the outside. Just has to yield and pull back in. Two racing points still in the first 2 positions there. They'll be happy with this this race start. Calmer just half a second ahead of Hoppy. No, sorry, that's it's nearly a second ahead of Hoppy, and that's half a second ahead of JJ Bomb, but now catching as Lundy takes Hoof Penguin. Makes it stick on the inside there, just takes him. Nice move from Lundy. Lundy looking to make a move on the Mercedes and does. Takes Carl Duncan there, just puts him up in 5th now. Exciting start to the race. Calmer just gaining on JJ again. Let's have a look. Josh looking to make a move as well on Hoof Penguin. Gets a better exit. Oh, Hoof Penguin is out the race. He spins and hits the wall. Unlucky for Hoof Penguin there. Crazy Jack also out the race. Not sure if it was because of that incident or not. Maybe have to look back on footage if there was an incident, but I don't think so. That's 2 drivers now out the race. Looks like maybe a safety car. Depends if they can get it cleared in time. Virtual safety car for the time being though. Here we go, still in the lead with JJ. As we have green flags. Lundy picks up a drive-through penalty there for speeding under virtual safety car. Oh, Josh tries to make a move on Carl Duncan there, but Carl Duncan just holds it off. Says, no, you're not having any of it. Not today. Josh just holding off again there. Be looking for his spot to take him. Maybe at a DRS zone. Oh, as Carl Duncan goes wide. Josh makes the most of that and takes that 6th position. I'm looking for Carl there. Lundy in the pits, serving his penalty there. That puts him right at the back there. But I'm sure he won't give up. Not without a fight. Let's see what these front 2 are doing. Both be looking to make it home, secure them points. JJ fighting for them for that 2nd and 3rd position. He'll be wanting as many points as possible out of this race, and not doing a bad job so far, as he is still in the lead, 4 laps in. Rest of the cars now spreading out a little bit. Hope he is slightly gaining on Calmer by the looks of things. Calmer just seems to get the better exit out of that corner and get away from Hoppy a little bit, but does manage to catch up on JJ as he sets the quickest lap of the race. Will Calmer look to make a move on his own teammate here? Apologies for the network issues there. As we have a virtual safety car. Looks like something may have happened to Lundy, I think, maybe. I'm not sure of that. It is only a virtual though, so they will be racing again in a second. Of course, it should bunch them back up again. And there we go, underway again. And Calmer just seems to catch up to JJ that little bit, and then JJ just pulls away again. Each driver we have with advantages of different parts of the track, it looks like. Some quicker in other corners than the other ones. But can Calmer make a move on JJ? Oh, as JJ just slips out wide a little bit there. As Calmer just makes a little bit of contact, but not too much. Both drivers still alright by the looks of things. JJ just dropping back a little bit. That's Calmer in first, JJ in second now. With Hoppy just behind JJ. Be looking to make a move on one of the racing points. JJ making use of that DRS. All over the back of Calmer. Hits the DRS again. And takes Calmer. Calmer doesn't yield. Holds on to that inside line. Pushes JJ out wide. Hoppy says, I want to go. That looks like fun. Hot on the heels now. So there you have it, just a little slip from JJ there, just put him into that second position from first. Calmer making the most of that, just getting in front of him. Allowing Hoppy to get on the back of them both. Gap now opening up a little bit, just half a second between the top three cars there. And we have another flag, as it looks like Dave Hunt is out of the race. I'm not sure what that was due to, but that's another one there. Another one out, Dave Hunt in the McLaren. Another virtual safety car here. couple of the lads jumping in the pits, making the most of this. Not sure what tyres they're going to go with. Mediums for Calmer, and looks like mediums for Tez as well. Looks like the track is now clear, and hopefully should be underway again in just a moment. Oh, so that's Calmer dropped back because of his pit. But will that pay off? Of course, not having to pit again before these top drivers here. It's Hoppy and JJ Bomb battle it out. Hoppy just comes out on top. It's JJ now in second. Hoppy in first. JJ dives in the pits as well, putting Hoppy out in that first position. Josh now in third. It looks like Carl Duncan's out the race. Only 6 drivers remain here out of 10 on the final race of the series. Underway again. It's Calmer and JJ battle it out. JJ looks like he dropped back a bit there from being in the pits. But that's both racing points back together. JJ gone for the hard tyres, looking to finish the race on the hards by the looks of things. Calmer just slips out there a little bit. Lundy on the hards, looking to finish the race also on them. A lot of work yet to do from Lundy though. Tez sits comfortably in third there. Even more comfortably than that is Josh in second, 13 seconds ahead. Then Hoppy 7 seconds ahead of him. So gaps now formed between the cars. JJ and Calmer still very close together. Two racing points, just hoping to make a bit of time on these top 3 drivers with the fresher tyres, and then when they jump in the pits, just take the positions back off them. Of course, you can see just a little less traction in those medium tyres than the softs. Just got to take it a little bit easier. But nevertheless, you still got to push it as hard as you can. You see the cars slide about a little bit more. Harder to get that power down, but still enough grip to get around the circuit fast and keep pace with the rest of the cars. Hoppy now in the pits. As Tez takes him. Do the racing points. One of them does. JJ Bum's ahead of Hoppy. But Calmer's not. The Williams just splitting up the racing points there. So lap 11 here at Australia, and we have Josh in first, Tez in second, JJ Bomb in third, Hopi in fourth, Calmer fifth, and Lundy in sixth. And then the 4 drivers that DNF'd are Carl Duncan in 7th, Dave Hunt in 8th, Hoof Penguin in 9th, and Crazy Jack in 10th. Will the rest of the drivers finish here? Calmer looks to make a move on Opie, but he just can't get him on the inside there. Opie just pulls away a little bit. Sure, Calmer won't give up. There you have it, Josh is in the pits. Calmer down the inside of Hopi. Just manages to get him. Hopi now in 4th, Calmer in 3rd. Hopi not giving up. If he can get the better exit here. And he just doesn't seem to be able to. As you see JJ Bomb making a slight gain on Tez there. As Tez just manages to pull back away a little bit. So we could see a fight for first here and a fight for third. Very close. JJ Bomb just 0.6 seconds away in gaining. This is it, just Tez and JJ Bomb, half a second to split them. First and second, Calmer and Hopi, just half a second to split them. Let's go on board with Hopi now. Oh, Calmer just spins out a little bit. And Hopi takes that position of third. Oof. Things have changed here, haven't they? Look at that. So Calmer now dropped back a second behind. Not giving up though. As Tez has spun out by the looks of things, and JJ is now in first. Hope you're picking up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And there you have it. Twist of tails. JJ Bomb now sits in first, Hope in second, Calmer now in third, and Tez in fourth. Josh also manages to take Tez as he comes into the pits by the looks of things there, yeah. Must have damage. Calmer's back end just kicks out a little bit. Just loses a bit of time there. So Hopi, if he can hold on with these hard tyres to the end, could see himself getting a podium. And Lundy just 3.5 seconds behind Tez. So we could see a little battle open up there, as Calmer looks like he has spun out as well. That's Calmer out the race. Lucky for Calmer. Now only 5 drivers remain on the final of Australia. Who's going to take it though? Josh making up 7 positions to get up to third. Of course, missed out on qualifying and joined late, so had to start from the back, but doing really well here. Could be a comfortable third if things stay the way they are. Could maybe even push with how many laps are left, and he could maybe get second or first. We'll have to see how it plays out though. Hope he'll now be pushing it to try and catch up to JJ Bomb. Both lads on the hard tyres, so should be around equal times. Hope he does seem to be gaining slightly. Be looking to get inside that second zone so we can hit the DRS and just make a bit more time up on JJ Bomb. Of course, the new season kicks off next week. 2 brand new tiers. First tier, same format as this with the original cars, and then the second tier with we're going for the My Team approach, and we've let the drivers create their own teams with their own liveries. So it should be exciting to see what the lads have come up with, and yeah, 2 exciting tiers to watch and follow. Looks like Hope just can't quite make that bit of time up on JJ. JJ having a flawless race here. Hope just seems to pull him in a little bit, and then JJ just gets away again. Staying around that 2-second mark. Of course, not sure what sort of penalties the drivers have picked up, so as long as the drivers say that and Tez gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings, but could make all the difference here, as long as the lads stay within a couple of seconds of each other. The penalties can play a massive difference. So of course was hoping for a bit more action with it being the final, and of course 10 drivers showed up, only 5 remain. The gap's now showing between the cars, so not much action going on just yet, but I hope he's just making up a little bit of time on JJ. So the drivers that remain, all 4, well, 4 have had 1 stop and Tez has had 2 stops. So let's have a look at the tyres. JJ now on 10 lap old hards. Hopi on 8 lap old hards. And then Josh is on 7 lap old mediums, Tez on 4 lap old mediums, and Lundy on 13 lap old hards. So interesting how it could play out, but looks like JJ and Hopi will be looking to finish on these tyres. Just be wanting to see it through to the end. Here is the race leader, JJ. Nearly 2 seconds up from second position. I think he had a slight hiccup earlier on, but he's back now. Showing us all what he's made of here at the final race. So it pretty much looks like it could stay like this, but you never know, there could be anything could happen. Just a slight mistake from one driver and another driver could take that position, you never know. It happens. Especially when the tyres start getting a bit more worn, less traction. And Josh now looking like he's making a bit of time up here. Josh still on the medium tyres, so of course should be able to go just that little bit quicker. But with risk of wearing them out, it's a fine balance you've got to have between speed and tyre management. Looks like Tez has spun out again. That puts Lundy above him in 4th. Looks like Tez might have damage again. Oh, Tez really struggling to keep it on. I'm sure he'll be jumping in the pits at the end of this lap. Yeah, he is. Such a shame for Tez though. But at least he is still on the track. Still able to rack up some points. Just got to claw his way back to the pits now. We wanted to replace that front wing. Get some fresh tyres on, some softs. Maybe try set the fastest lap. It's an extra point, of course. Rest of the cars still pretty much where they were. JJ bombing first, Hopi second, Josh in 3rd, Lundy 4th and Tez in 5th. Looks like Hopi just lost out a bit of time there. Not too much though. That's it, Tez now with the softs on. Fresh wing. All we can do now is try and get that fastest lap time and get that extra point, which I'm sure he'll look to do. Josh picking up a 3-second time penalty there. Multiple warnings. So with how close the top 3 are, it looks like the penalties could come into play and could play a big part in it. Josh does look to be making a little bit of time up here, but is it enough? Is it enough to be able to get on that second? JJ doing well here to stay out in front. Just be wanting to hold on to the lead. Take them tyres to the end. Last few laps. Has a little bit of a lead on Hoppy, so not too much pressure. Just got to bring it home. Hoping nearing that 1 second range if he can get it. He gets that DRS. Can make the difference on the last couple of laps. Just have to see here. He's back up to a 1.5 now. As Tez sets the fastest lap time of a 1:24.4. So it doesn't look like Hope is going to be able to get in front of JJ, but we'll see. The last couple of laps emerge and anything can happen here. Hope he is really pushing it here. Just looking to make it within that DRS range, but it doesn't. Still round the 1.5 mark. JJ keeping it out in front. Hoping now nearly in that DRS range. Just around the 2nd mark now. Can he do it? As JJ's pulls ahead a little bit again. Final lap here. JJ just runs out wide a little bit. Hope he's looking to capitalise on it as he's under the 1 second now. Josh picks up another 3-second time penalty. Here we are, last lap. Can Hope he catch JJ on the final sector of the final race. Just half a second. Final few corners. As JJ keeps it out in front. And that's it, there you have it. That's JJ the race winner. Hope in second. So even with time penalties and whatnot, that's the way it sits. JJ in first, Hope second, Josh in third. And it should be Lundy fourth and Tez fifth. And that's Calmer sixth, Carl Duncan seventh, Dave Hunt eighth, and Hoof Penguin ninth, Crazy Jack in 10th. There you go. Tez picking up that extra point there for fastest lap of the race, I think. Great drive from JJ Bomb. I think I'll have to say he's driver of the day. Had a remarkable drive here today, battling with Hopi and his partner in the Racing Point, Calmer. Had some great battles and come out victorious. So well done to JJ there. As we see him step up to the podium. And there you have it, the final of the Tier 1 Season 1. That's it. All over. Pickles taking the championship, of course. Well done to him. So that's it. Until next time. Until the new season starts on the 2020 game. Can't wait, really excited for that. Should be next week. Stay tuned. And stay safe. Goodbye for now. See you later.